Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Welcome to the W.C. McClinton Christian News. My name is Cornell Greene. I am your host, and with me, special guest is candidate for mayor, Marcie Hodge. How are you?
How are you?
And good to have you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Running for mayor, office
Yes.
of mayor, we know that's no cakewalk.
No.
And in Oakland, there are a lot of issues. There are a lot of problems. And we're looking for someone that's willing to stand up to the plate and not just hit a strike or swing at the ball. We want them to hit a home run.
Yeah.
So, Marcie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a lifelong resident of Oakland, and I've attended all the schools. Attended elementary, Serenity Park, and graduated from King Estates Middle School,
Yes.
and finally Skyline High School.
Skyline.
Yeah.
Cool. I came from Castlemont.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That was always one of our rival
That's
schools.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
In East Oakland.
That's
so
right.
it was a really great opportunity for me. Learned a lot, and a lot of times people say that there aren't a lot of good crop coming out of Oakland,
Yes.
and there certainly is. I'm certainly what's the word? I'm fruit of what Oakland has bared, and my sister is an attorney, and then my brother also attended the public schools as well, and he was on the Oakland School Board, and my sister is an attorney. So Oakland has a lot of successful folks around. We just need to really just start talking about them.
That's it. What have you done in Oakland so far?
Well,
Some of your
currently,
accomplishments, yes.
currently I am on the Peralta Community College Board, which is really quite interesting because when I graduated from when I graduated from Skyline High School, I started at Merritt College, where I spent 2 years and then moved over to Cal State East Bay now,
Yes.
which was at the time Cal State Hayward, and graduated from there. So I really stayed around locally and built my skills and taught in some of the schools in Oakland and Hayward. And then I decided, and I worked in news. My undergrad degree was in journalism. So I decided after a few years of working as a news reporter to work on a master's at Holy Names in counseling psychology.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
where I worked about 10 years with young people, and I really enjoy it. I still do.
That's it. They are our future, and we need to put a lot of emphasis on them. I was looking at one of your programs, and I like your slogan, Marcie Hodge for Mayor 2010, Rebuilding Oakland brick by brick.
Yes.
Well, how'd you get that slogan?
Well, I think that people sometimes feel that, if there's a problem, that the solution should happen overnight. And that's really not the case. And so I wanted people to understand that although I have a vision, it's going to take a brick by brick, concept. We're going to have to do it one day at a time and be very consistent to really work on resolving a lot of the issues that we face. So it's really about building a new foundation, building a steady wall, and doing it as a community.
And this is no cakewalk, and it takes vision, it takes support, and it takes a gathering of people to come together under one mind, one nation, to accomplish one person, and that one purpose, and that purpose is to succeed. They say that Oakland is not succeeding at all. I claim that a lot. I think that we are, and we're on the way of coming back. We just need a strong leader, a strong person in the forefront, to not to guarantee it, but to say that I am here right now. Are you that person?
Definitely. I'm someone who has a vision, a very clear understanding of where I think and know that myself as a citizen of Oakland and others, where we know Oakland, should be moving towards. Oakland really should be a very prosperous city.
That's right.
We're at the sixth busiest port in the United States, and so there's no reason why we should not have a plentiful plethora of jobs, and just really have a place where people just can come to really achieve the American dream.
Yes, that is so true. It seems like if they say Oakland, that the American dream is lost. But that's to those who have no vision. To those who have vision, it has just begun again. We're about to really get busy, and Oakland is about to blow up in a positive way, And speaking of jobs, how would you impact jobs in Oakland?
Well, with the port, it's really important. I think if we look at other cities, they really use the port as a way to bring in and lure jobs. And so looking at renewable energy, looking at the healthcare system, and bringing in companies that are really focused on the industries that are expanding. And that's biotechnology, that's also renewable energy, building solar panels, and connecting that with a job skill center. I believe that if we bring in jobs from around the country, but also internationally, and let them know that we have a workforce that's ready to either reassemble, co-manufacture your products, build batteries for these energy efficient cars. That's progressive thinking, because that's what companies are looking for, is that they need a workforce so that they can send their products through into the United States or through our ports and be able to ship that. And we can do that by being very creative and innovative in the way that we draw businesses to Oakland.
We have three sets of individuals that are really crying need for jobs. That's the youth, that's the elderly that can go to work and really want to work, and then also the inmates that are being released that need employment. How is this going to be equalized or divided up? Because there's only so many jobs.
Well, the city really has a lot of resources. We have a beautiful environment, aesthetically beautiful, diverse. There's no reason why we can't have, hundreds, if not thousands, of Fortune 500 companies here in Oakland. If we're looking at innovative ways to create tax structures, and Oakland is known for being a very unfriendly city to businesses. We've got to change that.
Yes.
And if we bring in people that are willing to work, and them coming through a job skills center, also connecting that with our community college, Peralta, that's a place where we can hire. And people don't want to waste their time building skills and then they don't have a place to work when they're done, and that's typically what happens nowadays. And so we need to really make sure that if we're saying Oakland first, hire Oakland first, we really need to do that and ensure that we first look at those who are applying for the jobs, those who are able to do the jobs. And if you're going through the skill center, you can do it because we're training you. We're putting our certification on you. And we want to make sure that these companies, agree with us that, hey, hire from our, workforce first before you go outside to anyone else. And that's the way that we can assure job creation.
That's on jobs, and then after jobs, we have safety. That's a big issue in Oakland now. When it turns dark, they said it was the same, the freaks come out at night. But there are some unruly people that come out at night, but not only at night, in the daytime too, to where our seniors are scared to go out. And even some of our youth, even though they're facing times like this, even they're leery about going out at times at school, peer pressure and what they're up against. Safety is a big issue, and then dealing with the laying off of so many policemen. Now it seems like we're a prisoner in our own home. A big city that's supposed to be lavish and thriving and making money and everybody happy, and they want the true American dream, but yet we are trapped inside our own home, which is really not fair. It's not fair to the young